What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on Above Average. What is up? Hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Trevor, and yeah, we got a good one for you today. But we're talking about the top six, the Edmonton Oilers top six. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to talk about how the Oilers, what will they do? Are they going to stack the lines? Are they going to spread out the offense? Who knows? But that's what I'm going to talk about today. So, if you are new to the channel, as always, guys, the channel has been it's been so great, guys. Like people are commenting on my videos. I know I've been saying this a lot, but people are commenting, and then people are commenting on other people's comments. So I feel like this is the start of something cool. People are getting along for the most part.
Everybody love everybody. Come on.
And I've had a couple chirps, but that's okay. Everyone can have their opinions. I can have mine, and yeah, so it's all fun and games, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for the continued support. It's been dope to see the channel grow, so if we could keep doing that, as always, that would be sick. So, with that being said, let's hop right into this video. A little bit longer of an intro, and I'm sorry about that, but yes, the Edmonton Oilers top six. Obviously we have Evander Kane back in the orange and blue. Can't wait to see those Royal Blues this year. Obviously Yamo has been in talks with the Oilers organization. He's looking to sign around $3 million. That's the price. He really started to show great signs under Jay Woodcroft, so that was just so cool to see. Personally, I'm a huge fan of Leon and McDavid together. I've been riding that since, is that the right word? I've been loving that ever since it started. I know Crosby and Malkin, they did that once upon a time. It didn't really, I don't know if it didn't work out just because I wasn't really watching. That was like early on in their careers where they started, and I was like 5 then. So, or no, I was like 7. I was like 7 or 8 or 9. But anyway, Leon and McDavid, obviously it's magic. You've seen it firsthand in the playoffs this year. They hadn't played. I don't think they started a single game this year on the same line. Maybe they did once, but I'm pretty sure they didn't. I'm pretty sure Leon Draisaitl, was carrying his own line. So was Connor McDavid, and that's the first time that's happened. Really, the first time we've actually had wingers to have that happen. That's part of the reason why we weren't able to do that, is because this top six for the Oilers has definitely got a lot better with the emergence of Yamamoto, and then obviously the acquisitions of Kane and Hyman. It allows us, to be able to make risks like that. So it's pretty cool. But all in all, Leon McDavid, it was magic. It was the coolest thing when they finally put them together. I'm pretty sure it was I'm not sure if it was, I think it was game 6 maybe, or no, game 5, sorry. It was game 5 this year in the playoffs against the Los Angeles Kings. I just remember the third period being an absolute dominating performance. One of the most dominating performances I've ever seen of two players on the same line. They controlled the game. The whole third period, I crap you not, of game 5 of the Edmonton Oilers Los Angeles Kings series. Man, if you haven't watched it, honestly, just go back to if you can find footage of the third period, watch it. It'll be interesting to see if they take that route. I honestly think you only do that if the Oilers are playing lesser teams. You kind of seen Dave Tippett do that kind of in the bubble year, and that was one of the things I kind of liked about him. He wasn't afraid to put those two guys together. So, but it didn't always lead to success. But now with Evander Kane, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Zach Hyman, that could be the second line. Or you could have Leon left, McDavid center, Evander Kane right, and then you could have Yamamoto, Nugent-Hopkins, and Hyman as your second line, which isn't the best second line in the league, but it's definitely not the worst. It still is a competitive NHL line. You could go that route, but if you didn't go that route, obviously Kane fits right in with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman on the right side or left. Depends if you want the 1T. I know personally that's my strategy in Shell. Okay, and now I just want to compare the Oilers top 6 just to any other team's top 6 around the league, and we're just going to look at some of the better teams I think in the entire NHL. This is as right now. This is by Daily Faceoff to shout out to them for providing this. This is a sweet website. If you ever want to go check it out, definitely do so. If you're wanting to know the lineups, this is the one for you. So Daily Faceoff, they're not a sponsor, but get at me if you want to be. Okay, so left wing, you got Gabriel Landeskog. Okay, not bad. Obviously, I'm still salty that this team won, but whatever, we'll talk about him. So yeah, Gabriel Landeskog, I think he's a solid player. You got him left wing, and Nathan MacKinnon, obviously the stud that he is. Just what a bona fide star. I'm pretty sure they called this the Rocky Mountain line because they're from Colorado. And then you got Rantanen, starts with an R, MacKinnon, M, and Landeskog, the L. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Rocky Mountain line. Okay. So, and because they're from Colorado. Get it? Yeah, you know the mountains. Rocky Mountain, that's why they call it. Back to the second line here. We got Larry Nichushkin, left wing, JT Comfort, center, and Arturi Lehkonen. Right wing, obviously, if Nazem Kadri goes back, that'll be different. That's a pretty good lineup, 100%. Looking at it, you know, when I was talking about having McDavid, Draisaitl, and Yamamoto as the first line, and then the Oilers' second line, which would be Hyman, Kane, and Nugent Hopkins. I mean, yeah, that second line, I don't know. I think the Oilers' second line outweighs Colorado's second line personally, but so the point I'm just trying to get at is the Oilers offense can compete with some of the best right now, and just comparing it to other teams as well. Kind of want to look at Toronto as well here. Yeah, so first line, obviously you got you got the best goal scorer in the league in Austin Matthews. You got one of the best playmakers in the league in Mitch Marner, and Michael Bunting, who was apparently a rookie last year and almost won the Calder, even though he's 40. Just joking, but yeah, so pretty solid first line. And you look at their second line, obviously what John Tavares has been able to do. When he came into the league, JT was money, so it would be nice to see him get back to that 80-point, range. So yeah, JT in the center. You got William Nylander right wing and Alexander Kerfoot. William Nylander's year last year, I think, is pretty under the radar. So yeah, the Oilers top six. I mean, the first line's pretty close. Obviously, if you got McDavid and Draisaitl. They're right up there with Matthews and Marner. Are they better? Maybe. You could argue that. I don't know, but I think so, but I'm not going to voice my opinion because I'll get roasted in the comments. So I think all in all, they definitely have the best second line compared to the Oilers. But I mean, the Oilers, what I'm getting at, though, if you're an Oilers fan, their top six competes with any top six. I think it's pretty close between these two. But yeah, we'll look at one more here. Yeah, so obviously Chris Kreider, what a year he had last year. Mika Zibanejad, what a steal of a trade that was when they got him for Derek Brassard. If you didn't know that, now you do. What a joke that was. Yeah, Mika Zibanejad, what a stud. I think he's very under the radar as well. You got Alexis Lafreniere. Here's hoping he really starts showing signs here soon of why he was a first overall pick, because yeah, I remember when the Oilers almost had him, right? Because that was the bubble year, and the Oilers lost to Chicago in the first round. And I was like pumped, like, oh, we have a pretty good chance. We had a 12.5% chance of landing the first overall pick. Just at the World Juniors that year, he was like a stud. So it'd be nice to see Lafreniere chip in, a little bit more, but I still think he's a pretty solid player. And I think eventually, you look at Jack Hughes, it took him quite a while. This year, he really blossomed, and this probably is going to be Alexis Lafreniere's. Here's hoping. So yeah, super solid line. Obviously, Chris Kreider, a very under the radar goal scorer as well. Like, what the hell? This guy almost pumped 50, or did he pump 50? I think he did actually this year. Like, that's crazy, right? Chris Kreider, who would have thunk it? And then name a team where you have Artemi Panarin on your second line. Like, that's solid. I really like the Trocheck signing. I've always had I've always liked Trocheck. I think he's pretty sick. He can lay the body. He plays hockey the right way. He's a good player for sure. And then you got another Jesse Puljujarvi situation over there in New York. How's it going? Capo Caco. Yeah, it really hasn't worked out there as well, which is surprising. Obviously a second overall pick. You expect more out of a second overall player. There is one more team, top six. These guys have a gnarly top six. Obviously with one of the best lines in the... Ooh, okay, it's looking a little slim. I don't know where Johnny Gaudreau went. I know Matthew is going to be gone soon, so sorry. Just an Oilers fan. If any Flames fans are watching, I wanted to make them smile. And lastly, kind of just want to talk about the sneaky Ottawa Senators top six. This has gotten pretty good, like, over the last month. Literally, it's looking pretty solid. Timmy Stu is a pretty bona fide, like, he's going to be a star. I love Tim Stützle. I think he's going to be a stud, definitely a 90-point player in like easily 3 years, and especially if he's playing with Alex DeBrincat, that's going to be deadly. You got two playmakers on that line. It's like premier playmakers on that line, Claude Giroux and Tim Stu, and you got Alex DeBrincat, a bona fide goal scorer. So that second line has potential of actually being like the best second line in all of hockey, I think. So I just wanted to shout out Ottawa. I really like what you're doing here. This is sick. If there's any Senators fans out there, let me know what your thoughts are on your top six. You must be pumped, and that is sick. I can't wait to play Chell with this team. It's going to be fun. So, yeah, Brady Tkachuk, will he be reunited with his brother, Matthew Tkachuk? I don't know, man. It's crazy. Josh Norris, Jake Patterson, what stories they are. So, yeah, I really just wanted to quickly talk about them. Huge improvement, and, yeah, you deserve this call-out for sure. So, that pretty well wraps up this video, guys. Sorry, it looks like my camera has... it stopped recording. So that means I've gone over the limit, and I didn't think I was talking that long. But holy crap, I've been talking for 20 minutes. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so I got to wrap up this video. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll get that Leon Draisaitl video to you in no time. I just want to say thank you for all the continued support as well. You guys have been crushing it. It means the world. So keep on doing what you're doing, guys. It really means a lot to me and Brady, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.